Hey martial art business owners, Adam Grisco with School Owner Secrets. Thanks for tuning in and watching today's clip. Boy, I gotta tell you, I'm super pumped about the Boost coaching program where we're gonna boost your school up to the next level within 90 days. If you don't have information on this program, you can look at the text below this video to learn more. So today, I want to talk to you about what all martial art business owners should be doing on a weekly basis. One duty. See, as a next generation school owner, we're making sure two things. Number one, that our schools are highly profitable. And number two, that we monitor our time very carefully. We have all of our duties are extremely leveraged. That way we can have extra time to do other things that we're passionate about, or be with our families, or pursue other hobbies or business ventures. So one key duty that's highly leveraged is getting your team on a weekly or sometimes 2 times a week on a conference line for a conference call. So the leaders would consist of your instructors, your instructor candidates, and your key players. Now, depending on which stage your business is in, whether it's flourishing or you're running multiple schools, or you're just starting and growing, or even if you plateaued and the pluses are equaling it out to the minuses that you have each month, you have to identify your key players, know your instructors and instructor candidates, and get them to meet at least once a week on a conference line. You know, this has multiple benefits, and as you grow, those benefits will change. But let's just go over 3 important reasons why we need to be on the conference line. Number one is it lets your team know who the key players are. It lifts them up, and it forms that unity amongst the group, the hierarchy of your school, or the hierarchy of your key players or your employees. Number 2, whether you're teaching at your school currently or you're not because other instructors are there, it gives you great insight on the culture of your school. You get great feedback from your instructors, and it'll give you a clearer vision onto what's going on, maybe behind the scenes or where you're not there. And number 3, even if you are doing conference calls now, here's how I want you to look at it. That 5% rule. You know the 5% rule. You tell it to your students of if you came to class and you focus on one little thing each week and you improve just 5% each week, how good would you be at martial arts? Well, let's apply to our business. If we did these conference calls and we look to improve something 5% each week, how great would the business be in 1 year? So those are some brief goals to having a conference call. Now, how you get started? Very simple. Number 1, first thing you want to do is create your list. You create your list of instructors, your instructor candidates, and your key players. These are the people that you want to attend these meetings on a consistent basis once a week. The second thing you do is go to freeconferencecall.com. And on this site, you'll be able to get a free conference call number as well as the extension to dial in for no cost. All you need to do is put your name and email address, and they'll send you out your number as well as the passcode to it. And number 3, which is actually the hardest thing to do, is to get everybody on a schedule, to schedule it. This may take a month, maybe 2 months, but you got to stay consistent on it. Again, this is a very highly leveraged duty for a school owner to be doing. It must be done. So take the time and schedule this amongst all the hierarchy of your school. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, I'll just briefly go over what I do at my conference calls with my employees and instructors. The first thing that I like to do is I always try to speak a blessing upon them, lift them up. Make sure that I show that I love and care for them and appreciate all that they do. The second thing that we do is we go around, or actually the second thing we do is I go over the instructor memo. So some key notes that I want everybody in the school to know about, whether it be holiday days off, or whether it be a special event, or any particular program that we're changing. This is a time where I share that news with the instructors and the key players. And if you have a large or multiple schools, it's a great time for one of the instructors to take memo notes so that could be sent out for maybe the people that weren't able to make the call. Now the next spot, we go around the horn and we see if anybody has any questions that we can answer, as well as it's a great time for them to give the stats. Next generation school owners were particular on stats so we can make adjustments and see where our business is at. Just some basic ones like number of enrollments, inquiries, contacts made, appointments set, cancellations. This is where each instructor goes around and gives their stats to me, as well as answers or asks any questions. Now, depending on how many people you got on the line, how big your school is, sometimes you might want to separate that into 2 days. One for the Q&A and one for the stats. And then the last, I always end the meetings with just giving some more gratitude, showing some more appreciation for the instructors, making sure that they get off the conference line, they're lifted up. So there's a brief overview of a conference call, what it should look like, some objectives, and how to set one up within your school. If you're doing a conference call now with your employees, keep it up, add your key players, and look to improve your school, just 5% each week. And if you're not doing it, jump on that freeconferencecall.com, give them your name and email, and start to schedule it with your key players. Well, thanks for tuning in and watching today's clip. And if you want to boost your school, no matter what stage you're in, if you want to take your business to the next level and enjoy the benefits of this awesome industry, check out the text below and jump on this opportunity of the Boost Coaching Call. Till next week, thank you.